jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son, actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come back sports, talking way too much, world come back sports, talking way too much, world come back
Good morning, everyone. Shout out from the UK, across the pond. We have fight week here. Well, you know, we have fight week. We have Claressa Shields going against Savannah Marshall in the championship middleweight showcase. Don't it just ruffle your feathers just a little bit better? What's going on, everyone? Salute to all you that's in the building. My apologies for the late start. Had to finish up a conversation about something. I couldn't wait. But, hey, always a big salute to the supporters, those of you that rock out with the channel and everything else. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? Come in, just hit the like button. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. It's fight week. We have a lot going on, but I wanted to highlight the women. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show some love to the women because they really don't get enough highlight. You know what I'm saying? The women, they may be spoken on just a bit, but nowhere close to the amount of minutes that's put on the men's boxing. And it's explanatory though. You know, most of the more exciting bouts on the consistency, plus the variety of names that we have in the men's division, it is what it is. But this weekend, man, we have two-time gold standard Olympic champion going in there to face and put an end to everything that Savannah Marshall's been holding on to. They are finally about to fight. This is the lady who have been riding that wave as the only female to defeat Claressa Shields, period. Period, y'all. Savannah Marshall has bragging rights to that. She has you know, a little bit of time left. I would say about 4 more days until she can do one or two things. She can either prove that she is the real deal, or what we already know, that Claressa Shields is level above her, and the pro credentials have proven that. And you know, it pretty much is gonna tell a story that yeah, you can have some wins in the amateurs, but when you turn professional, whole different fighting style and everything else, and careers have been separated as far as fighters who was defeated by a certain fighter in the amateurs and come over to the professional, and that's not the case. Savannah Marshall, her and Claressa Shields have similarities in their professional boxing career. They're sitting at 12-0. Both of them are sitting at 12-0 right now, man. Now, of course, Claressa Shields has did a lot more. You know, her boxing credentials is levels above when it comes to extravagant achievements. The first to unify 2 divisions in a 4-belt era. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, like I said, she did 2 tours in the Olympic arena. You know what I'm saying? And also, she's a 3-weight world champion. This is for the undisputed middleweight championship. So, and you know, it's going to include everything from the WBC, the WBA, IBF, and the WBO championship. This is a big deal. Another area that separates Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall is knockouts. Claressa is sitting at 2 knockouts. Opposite Savannah Marshall sitting at 10 knockouts. Now, I must clarify that, right? When it comes to itemizing this and peeling back the layers and shit to the knockouts, it always has to detail the level of opposition that these individuals has faced. It always has to detail that. And we all know that Claressa's level of competition far exceeds that of Savannah Marshall. It's no debating that. There's no debating. All right. I believe Claressa Shields is about to face her 6th undefeated opponent in her career, if I'm not mistaken. You know, it's been one of those situations where she's faced top names, you know, that she could face in her career. You know, 16-0, Nikki Adler. Tori Nelson was undefeated, 17-0. Let's throw Hannah Gabriel in there. She only had 1 loss, 1 draw. The one woman who dropped Claressa Shields with a clean right uppercut. You had Christian Hammer. That they try to build up into something special too. You know, she ended up giving Christian Hammer her first loss in a unanimous decision. Then Marie Eve Dakari. I remember talking about this chick. I was like, damn, she's 17-0 with no knockouts, y'all. No knockouts. But Claressa went the distance with her. You know what I'm saying? No knockouts. 17-0, no knockouts. That's crazy. And then Emma Kozin. She was 21-0. So now, you know, Claressa steps in there with Savannah Marshall, who has a much more highlight, you know, off the back of Claressa's achievements. Why? Because she was the only one that defeated her in the Olympics. Now, we all know from reading off that resume I just read you that there's been a distinct disadvantage when it comes to balancing out their resumes on a professional level. I mean, it's like a fat kid on a seesaw. It's no comparison. It's no fucking comparison. Who Savannah Marshall fought with those 10 knockouts, her achievements doesn't even scratch the surface of what Claressa has been able to do since becoming a professional. Let me get to the chat right quick. Mr. Pass on deck. What's good? Big up WCS. Max on deck. ATL to the world. Salute, Max. Bud gonna stop Spence. What's good? Salute, brother. What's good, bro? I'm only watching Wilder Saturday. Not even Devin Haney. Oh, shit, dog. Hey, man. Hey, I'm not, you know, it's nothing I can say to that, Shawty. It's nothing I can say on what you choose to watch. For real. But I know, and we're gonna get to that Haney heat. We're gonna get to that Haney heat. I got Claressa for the win. She got cheated in the Olympics. Absolutely. Absolutely, she got cheated in the win, man. Absolutely. Y'all go back and watch that fight, man, please. Savannah Marshall lost. And then I just wish it was just a little bit of Ann Wolf power in Claressa. Just a little bit, man, of Layla Ali power. Just a little bit, bro. Just give her 45%. You know what I'm saying? Give her 45 to 50% Ann Wolf power. God damn. This would be interesting. Mayor versus Baumgardner, prettiest fight of all time. I agree with that. We'll agree with that. We can agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Amateurs, I meant. WCS, what it do? What's going on, Pop? How you feeling, bro? Bud gonna stop Spence. You putting up great content. Bud gonna stop Spence. Man, Bud gonna stop Spence for real. Absolutely. He gonna stop Spence, man. Probably, I think you mean the homie Bud Crawford beats Easy Route Spence. Bud gonna stop Spence. Should be putting up great things. If this is Prince, man, shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Prince, man. If that's him, I'm not sure what his name is, you know, when he come over here. It should be what it is. Unique, what's good? What's good? Salute to you. Word. Taking me back in the 90s. Word. Word, son. Hope Baumgardner turn Maya into a statue like she did Terry Harper. Ooh, we already got shots fired. Well, this is what I think about the fight, right? I haven't even got to the co-main event. I was just on the main event of that card. I'm looking forward for a good fight, especially. I'm hyped up, you know, Claressa Shields get to finally put this to rest. Real talk. I'm tired of it, man. It reminds me of Andrew Galata, man. It reminds me of Ivan Drago. It just give me that feeling like she don't have no trash talking ability. I think she's a bit overrated with her, you know, just because she has 10 knockouts. You know, Claressa can box. At the end of the day, and when the sun come up, goddamn it, Claressa Shields can box. Period. She can box, man. She can box. She's touched the canvas. She can box. She's still 12-0 undefeated. Both of these ladies sit the same. Besides the knockouts, they both 12-0, man. Contending in the middleweight division. This is going to be a middleweight unification fight for all the marbles. You know what I'm saying? And then on the co-main, just like Max said, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the fights where you have two fighters who are really trying to establish themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're not known, but let's just take a little gander and go into their resumes a little bit. Alicia Baumgardner, 12 victories, 1 defeat, and 7 knockouts. That defeat was a split decision loss back in 2018 to Kristen Leonard Toro, I believe that's her name. But you know, Elias the Bomb, she's 28 years old. And of course, you know, she's really trying to hold on to what she has going. She has momentum right now. Vice Michaela Mayer, who's trained under Al Mitchell. Salute to Al. She's 17-0, 5 knockouts. Shout out to my guy Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, aka Showtime Shaw, man. What's good? He said Mayer versus Alicia is the fight I want to see Saturday. Yeah, man. Shout out to both of these ladies. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to both of these ladies. Michaela Mayer is 17-0, 5 knockouts. Neither one of these ladies. She's 32 years old. So of course, you know, both of these fighters are up in age. Claressa, I believe, is like 27 right now, if I'm not mistaken. So she's 1 year younger than Alicia Baumgardner. But very attractive fight. You know what I'm saying? Prepossessing to the eyes. But of course, us as boxing fans, we're tuning in to see them put their technique to the test. But listen, man, I'm a man. I'm gonna sit up here and say, you know, Dan, this is two attractive women. You know what I'm saying? In the sport of boxing, because it's more times than not, you see women who look like me, you know, competing in the combat sports. I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to pretty much, you know, look at these two women battle it out and be sexy while they do it. I mean, that's all I'm saying, bro. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I mean, we, you know, men, especially on here, need to spend more time complimenting these women boxers. You know what I'm saying? And women need to take it as just a compliment. Don't take it as disrespect. You know? But for Michaela Mayer, man, you know, her resume has been, you know, what it is at the moment. Her and Alicia Baumgardner definitely trying to put on a show this weekend. And, you know, we're talking about a fight that's going to be at junior lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Junior lightweight, super featherweight, whatever you want to call it. Junior lightweight, you know what I'm saying? Super featherweight, whatever sits with you. But Michaela Mayer is coming off a unanimous decision win in a 10-rounder against Jennifer Hahn. All right. So I'm looking forward to this fight. Real talk. I'm looking forward to first of all, see how Baumgardner handles the height. Let's talk about the height and reach. Michaela Mayer is 5'9", 66.5-inch reach. She's 5'9" with a 66.5-inch reach. Baumgardner, she's 5'6.5", so she's a much shorter fighter. I think it's a little bit closer than what they putting on here, looking at the face off and everything. And sometimes you can get that George Kambosos and put on them platform shoes and look a little taller. You know what I'm saying? And definitely look a little taller, but they don't even have a reach on here, which she don't have the longest arms. I'm not gonna lie to you, but she's gonna have to get in close and find a way to get her jab working. And if they choose to fight on the inside like Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, then it's gonna be a war. It should be a war. They have to understand that. Not a Jessa McCaskill type war. Not going in there like you're trying to fight yourself out of freaking a canopy of yarn. You know what I'm saying? A yarn and fuzzy string, silly string at a party that fell on your head and you just welling away and shit. Like you ran into a hornet's nest and you didn't know. And then all of a sudden you getting sting and you're just swinging for anything and everything. No, we don't need that type of war. We need something that's Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano-esque. You know what I'm saying? When you use your skills, you know what I'm saying? You're zoned in and the percentage of you hitting the target is there, you know, whether it's to the body, head. Man, just the overall momentum and entertainment value of these women needs to be high. They need to be high, man. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot from Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. A lot. You know what I'm saying? I already know that Claressa's going to come in there and do her thing. You know what I'm saying? I already know. I don't have an ounce in me to even think about going against the grain and say Savannah Marshall is going to even get a knockdown. I just think Claressa is going to pretty much be too fast for her. And Marshall's going to spend most of her time trying to land a power shot. Now, if she lands a power shot, Claressa's just going to have to show us that at this weight, at 160, you know, she can handle a punch. You know what I'm saying? Better than she did at 154. That's all. That's all, man. That's all it is, bro. You know, I'm looking forward to these ladies to show out this weekend. I'm glad that shit coming in on 2:30. I'm glad, man. You know, I got a date. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. Shoot. I'm sitting down 2:30. You know, watching this fight go down. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to this right here, man. You know what I'm saying? And though these ladies are very, you know, engaged in trying to change levels, I think a lot of people are curious about Michaela Mayer and Baumgardner fight. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's a lot of people that's truly interested in seeing how this go down. I don't know, man. Like, I really can't sit up here and overly praise Baumgardner for catching Terry Harper, you know, with that counter right. But I can't take it away from it either because she caught her with it. And it was technically sound. It wasn't no damn McCaskill fury. You know what I'm saying? Where she was just winging and dinging, putting her head down and shit. She caught her flush, man. It was clean. It was clean. You know, so Terry Harper is already a champion again. That's just the crazy part about it. That's the wild part. She just went up there and fought for some belt, and she's champion again after being stopped by Baumgardner. So that's how that shit work over there in the women's division, man. Terry Harper gets stopped, and then they some weeks pass by, and she gets the opportunity to go back in there and fight for a championship, and they give it to her, and she gets it done, man. Salute to her. Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing on Deck, Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more on deck. Salute, brother. What's good? Blunts and Boxing say, I hope Baumgardner win. I'm pretty sure a lot of us, we truly have to understand how fast the rounds go in women's boxing. These are 2-minute rounds, man. Time to fight seems like it's about to spun up. You know what I'm saying? And all the signals about to start firing off. The bell ring, and they have a max of 10 rounds, not 12 rounds. 12 rounds, them 2 rounds after that, it really matters. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be willing to go to the reserve tank into those championship rounds and really get it in. So these women are fighting for 10 rounds, and it should be very, very interesting. I really think Claressa Shields is going to prove a point in how much better she is from Savannah Marshall. I really can't pick a favorite with Baumgardner Mayer. I really can't pick a favorite. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be honest with you. None of them have serious power, in my opinion. All the ladies on here, all the ladies, in my opinion, don't have serious power. I know Marshall has all these knockouts, but none of them have serious power. Not that Ann Wolf power. You know what I'm saying? Not that step back, put your hand over your mouth and say, ooh, type of power. None of them have power, but it's an easy for the main event. It's an easy pick for me. Claressa Shields, in my opinion, is going to get this done. And then for my prediction in the women's co-main event, I'm going to say I believe that somebody's going to win. hey, one of the two going to win. It might be a draw, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't pick a winner, man. I don't know, man. Baumgardner sitting at 7 knockouts, and Michaela Mayer sitting at 5 knockouts. Then you have to level the competition, balance that shit out. Who they knocked out, because it's a lot of people has knockouts on their records, and it was tomatoes. They ragu. You feel me? They're ragu. Real talk. We have to treat it as that. They're ragu, bro. So that's just the format of boxing. It'll never change. It'll never, ever change, because boxing need those individuals to get off the couch and get their license to come into the sport. They keep the rotation going for these fighters to continue to build up, and promoters get paid, managers get paid, team, all that shit. Boxing needs that. You know what I'm saying? It'll never, ever stop, man. Boxing is the molehill of combat sports, man. It's just a molehill, man. It's always be that way. Devin Haney. I don't know if y'all heard, but it's going down again in Australia. And this is my take on the whole Devin Haney situation. Teofimo Lopez has since moved on. He lost his title, moved on. And I like how people tend to believe that Teofimo don't exist no more. He's in 140. He still exists. But one of the individuals and the names that was always in the conversation was who? Devin Haney. So now that he's left, it comes down to this right here. Kambosos was able to get the titles and failed at defending them. Devin Haney he's the one that's on the red carpet right now, and it's his turn to defend the titles. When initially this contract was drawn out and made its way to the public, we were saying, God damn, this is a fucked up contract. But now that they was able to get the title and Devin Haney solidified, this achievement in boxing history as being legitimate, certified, official, undisputed lightweight champion, right? He now has to go in there again this weekend and defend those titles against George Kambosos. The great part about it is that Bill Haney, it's not any suspense, a climax building up that he's not in country. He's in country now. You know what I'm saying? It would be stupid for them to let him in country last time and then hold him up again. Now it becomes just straight up. It smelled like tuna, sardines. And now they'll be saying, okay, Australia is a bit racist. You know what I'm saying? Now they'll start coming up with all these headlines as to, the fix is already in. Australia trying to make it worse for Team Haney and so forth. Okay. So he has to go in there and defend his titles, bro. If we was to ask ourselves, did Haney receive that same glorification or praise as Teofimo did when he won the title? I would say no. But really, when it comes to us, the boxing fans, he don't really need our cosign on what he was able to accomplish in the sport. He don't need it. But the one thing about Team Haney is, Devin is just starting to talk more shit. He wasn't like that. But Bill has always been out here in the YTC streets and the jungle. That's never going to change. He'll pull up whenever he pull up. So it's going to be conversations had, and people can't believe everything Bill come out of Bill's mouth, But one thing we can know that he's going to advocate for Devin. He's always going to be on the strength of his son, and he should be, not just as a black man, but as a trainer too. You know what I'm saying? As a father trainer, not just as a black man, but as a father trainer too. He should speak and always advocate. Real talk. Like, some people get mad that he defend his son the way he do. My situation, only speaking for me, when he referred to me outside my name and shit, and I was like, no, that shit ain't true. It didn't bother me to a point because I didn't believe it, and I told him, you don't believe that. It's just good for you to call other black men that if you feel that way. But recently, some of the same energy has been taking place. Devin's, heading back in there, and I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this fight. I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess they just curious to see if he can go over there and do it again, and he can come back out and fight Lomachenko. I'm pulling for Devin Haney to go over there and get this damn defense and come back and fight Lomachenko or whoever he gonna fight. I'm pulling for him. Regardless of what Bill does out here in the YTC streets, it has nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I have Bill's number. You know what I'm saying? I called him up a couple of times. He never answers. Hey, I don't feel no type of way, dog. I just don't get wrapped up in all that shit, bro. At the end of the day, his son, his team got to go over there and defend these motherfucking titles. If he fails at doing that, then the people that's doubting him right now, the people that's going against the grain and shots fired at Bill Haney, they're gonna be clapping their ass off, shawty. They're gonna be clapping their ass off. They're gonna say that's what he get. He always talking that shit. That's what he get. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if y'all heard. Bernie's live, Bernie the Boxer live. It's been a internal social media verbal warfare that has been taking place, man. And I swear, Bernie was hot. Bernie was hot last night, boy. Shit. He wasn't holding no punches. I'm gonna let y'all listen to some of that audio. Bernie was motherfucking hot, boy. For real. He said, Ann Wolf, Showtime say Ann Wolf is different. And shout out to Team Jahad Tucker, man. Always love to the fam, man. Shout out to Team Jahad Tucker, man. Doing the damn thing. Shout out to a supporter. Shout out to the one and only Tony Boswell, man. Always appreciate you dropping in when you're at work, off work. You know what I'm saying? Much respect to you. Much respect at World Combat Sports and the chat. Stop there in the show support and hit the like button, working and listening. No doubt, man. I appreciate you. Real talk, one love. D-Lo on deck. Salute to you, D-Lo. Shout out to the genius mind himself. Boxing conversation with Reggie Owens. What's good? Salute my sister Unique Dunn. Yeah, the build up, the Haney fight hasn't been there. It hasn't been there, bro. It hasn't been there. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been there. I'm just wondering if boxing would ever embrace Devin Haney the way it's supposed to be. He's just on the darker side of boxing when it comes to the fans reaching out and doing what they're supposed to do, naturally for somebody who's accomplished what he's accomplished. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not here to take away or distract from the fight this weekend. All I'm saying is it should have been more news coverage on this fight. This is a big deal. This man is heading back over the enemy territory for a second time. This is what we call a combat deployment, bro. He's going over there for a second tour. The second half of the Aussie double, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the Aussie double for him. We were tuned in heavy when he initially went over there to see if he can take those belts off Kambosos. Boom, he did. He got it done easily. So now all the training videos are out. Man, God damn it. Devin looking strong. They say they're going in there to stop him. Kambosos, he's been doing what Kambosos does, man. You know what I'm saying? Kambosos, him and his team, they're going to have to come in here with a different plan in order to make anything work against a better, technically sound, disciplined boxing practitioner as Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? He got to make that shit work. And then he might have to, get rough in there, bro. That boxing shit that he tried in the first fight and waiting for a counter shot to catch him. No, that ain't no. What Team Kambosos did was wait for that golden moment. They was waiting for the motherfucking hand on the clock to strike. You know what I'm saying? What both of the motherfucking hands was pointing straight up in there. There we go. God has spoken. He was looking for that Jorge Linares moment, bro. He was waiting and looking for that counter shot. I know. Just give it time. Give it time. We're early in the fight. And they kept wishing and hoping he'd catch him with that damn shot. He's there to be hit. It never came. That shit never fucking came for Kambosos. Never. He's going to do something different this fight. He's going to have to rough it up. He's going to do something extremely different. He's going to have to change levels in a different way for this performance to mean anything. Else his ass is going to be on the outside waiting patiently for Devin Haney to fuck up. He was hoping Devin fight him just like he fought Jorge Linares. But if you look at the first round through the 10th round, Linares really couldn't hit freaking Devin when he was right there in front of him. But Kambosos felt like he was a little bit quicker than Linares and he would catch him. He never did. He never fucking did. So now, guess what? You're going to have to go in there, and I don't know who you were sparring with. You know what I'm saying? I heard Albert Bell was over there fucking Kambosos up the first time around. He was preparing for Haney. Hey, that might have been why he looked so shitty. You know what I'm saying? Albert Bell was over there motherfucking fucking Kambosos up. Hey, I remember telling Coach Chuck, hey, Coach, I heard, the Kambosos was over there. He had Albert Bell in training, a sparring partner. He said, for fucking what? That ain't good work for him. You get that tall dude over there. I heard Albert Bell was over there fucking Kambosos up in sparring, dog. That's just hilarious. He said, why the fuck he gonna do that for? Hey, that shit was hilarious. He said, what is that? Why he do that? So he might have been hurting for getting his ass beat at sparring, dog. Dead game on deck. What's good, bro? Man, that shit was hilarious, man. Haney versus Camboza will be great. Camboza just showing up for a check like Triple G did. Tony said, I have to be honest. I was unsure about Devin until he took a chance on himself and proved he was elite. Going across the pond, going across the globe, and taking undisputed from Camboza, got to respect it. Nobody else did. Yeah, man. You know, it was a grand fight, man. Look, people are always going to say what they want to say, man. They'll be mad at the dad and then take it out on the son. I've been there. You know what I'm saying? They do that with Michael Williams Sr. and, you know, and try to take shit out on his son. You know, it's been around, you know. Kenny Porter, Sean Porter. I mean, it's been father-son relationships where certain people are going to try to dislike the father who's doing most of the talking and take it out on his son, you know. But when it comes down to his accomplishments, him succeeding, he succeeded at going over there getting those belts, man. He succeeded. Real talk. So you got to give him the nod and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to goddamn clean it up, finish it off, rather, and come back over here and let's talk about this Lomachenko fight. Because I'm going to tell you, y'all can sit up here and say, okay, we ain't really paying attention to what he did the first time. Okay, he go in there and get those titles. I mean, defend his titles the second time. And then come back over here and fight and defeat Lomachenko. It's nothing really you can say about Devin Haney. And in my opinion, he should move up to 140 unless he plan on staying down here for a bigger fight with potentially Shakur Stevenson or anything or whatever. If he chooses to vacate the titles, it's just gonna open up the 135-pound division for people to get titles. That's all. You know, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn will probably even get a title at 135 now. It changes everything. If Devin beats Lomachenko and move up to 140 where it's super hot, I mean, it's real hot right now. Now, 135 could be hot too. Shakur Stevenson moving up and everything. Devin staying right here. You know what I'm saying? You got Lomachenko in the cut. Gervonta Davis still here. This is a hot division. But if freaking Haney moves on, then you're going to have all those belts opening up. Then you're going to have Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson's, Keyshawn's. You know, Ryan Garcia's at 140 unless he decides to move back down and try to get a strap. It's going to open up everything. So let's see what happens, man. I don't really want to prognosticate so far ahead on the calendar, man. He said he got to make a different fight, try and rough Haney up. He definitely got to make it rough, man. He definitely need to try some goddamn outback kangaroo, kick a motherfucker in the head, you know what I'm saying? Then swing around and hit him with the tail and do some goddamn, you know, some vigilante type shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cambosa's had to be a vigilante in there this weekend. He has to. He come out there trying to box Haney again? Hell no, it ain't gonna work. It's gonna be the same fight. This mug, hey, we might get a Roberto Ran Sugar Ray in the rematch. No mas. Amigo, no, you know, make a fool of me. No, no. I say goodbye. I ain't no fight no more, no mas. I go. You know, we might just see Cambosis just give up in the motherfucking ring, dog. I mean, he may not give a verbal submission, but you might see it in his body language if the rounds start to get packed away. And like the first one, and this fight's not even close because you know they was trying to give Cambosis some rounds in the first fight. And that's the biggest, that's one of the biggest concerns too. Are they going to try to rob him? Seriously. Are they going to try to rob him? Hope T.O. will be able to avenge his loss someday. Man, listen. That loss ain't going to mean shit to T.O. Bro, that was Cambosis. He had a medical condition he was dealing with. Man, ain't nobody thinking about that loss, bro. They're trying to figure out who he's fighting next. Is it going to be for a title? You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. Because I'm going to tell you, It's gonna be fire, man. That 140-pound division, it's about to be lights on in the building. You have some very good matches coming. You got Regis Prograis and Cepeda going down in November. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, they got some real good fights. But let me let you listen to, and this is I gotta give a shout to Bernie the Boxer, man. This is just blended in with the fight week hype. You got to take the good with the bad. But obviously, there have been some words exchanged, and of course, when you call a fighter a bum, that people love calling. You know, I started the bum boxing community. You know what I'm saying? And I think I'm gonna start doing lives. On that. It's not what you think though. The bum box community deal more so with media bums. You know what I'm saying? Not boxing bums. The bum boxing community. You feel me? But let me pull up Bernie the Boxers, freaking live from last night. And boy, he was goddamn throwing some motherfucking blows, dog. He was hot. If you look on there, he said Bernie the Boxer checks Bill Haney for disrespect. And now this goes on a lot in here now. This is the common thing. This is a common thing in this YTC. So you have to check them. You have to come back and check them. I always say, if you want you want somebody to know who you're talking about, say their name. Look, but these dudes, they get to a point where I ain't gonna give them no clout. You the dummy. You the dummy. If you don't motherfucking say the name so they can understand who you're talking about, then guess what? You showing chinks in your armor. But let me pull up this live. And this, I'm citing this of Bernie the Boxer, man. He's about to go in on Bill Haney, man, on fight week. You know what I'm saying? But let me catch you up. Hold up. Okay. Bernie said probably not. Y'all can hear this audio, right? Y'all can hear this audio, right? Because I know I can hear it. Hold on for a second. Hold on, let me fix my audio right quick. So y'all can pretty much hear me talking through the mic, but when I put on a video, y'all can't hear me, huh? Can y'all hear me? Hold on for a second. Can y'all hear the audio? Put a 13 in the chat if you hear the audio. What? What about now? God damn, that's crazy. All of a sudden, they come up with something. Hold on for a second, bro. Maybe it's telling me, hey, we don't want you to goddamn play that goddamn video, man.
His jab, like I said, hell of a good fighter though. Good. He did use that jab, put it in different spots, keep that man in check. And like I say, I think Devin Haney, he know what he's doing in that ring. He's been training since he was 8 years old. And, he's been practicing, and practice make perfect, So he got the game plan. He didn't put in the work to get where he is. But is he one of my favorites? No. Is he one of my favorites? No. Have I seen him look spectacular? No. Do I think he can probably look spectacular? Probably not. He don't throw. What do he do good? Like I say, this fella get mad at me, call me out my name, and I never disrespect him. I give him a lot of credit for going across that water, for taking that deal. I give him a lot of credit, but I also give him a lot of criticism too, where I feel this warranted. I feel like, of course, he could have taken harder challenges when he was coming up, or better challenges. I figured that he could. What was it, Fortuna? It was something like that. I can't remember who it was, but it was Fortuna, which I think it was. And they somehow they didn't want Fortuna until Fortuna got aged out. He they let him reach his peak, and when he was in training camp, then they dogged him out in the fight. They did all kind of stupid shit like that, right? Which I think Fortuna was a hell of a fighter, athletic fighter. Hold a minor title at 130. Give all them guys still a little. Sometimes, it takes me a little time to warm up to a fighter. Sometimes, he beat a legend anyway. So like I say, he listen. I'm gonna keep it at 100. I'm gonna tell the truth. I like Devin. I think he's a good little fighter. But like I say, don't make no excuse for him because at 23. What's this fella's name? Benitez was the world champion at 23. Two-time world champion at 20, fighting the great Sugar Ray Leonard in what is 7, 8 title defense or something, 6 title defense or something like that. So 3-division world champion by was 24. You understand? With the 54-pound championship. So like I say, age ain't nothing but a number, and like I say, but Devin Haney, he's a good talent, man, they worked hard. I give him a lot of credit, but Bill, like I say, you're gonna have to see me. You're gonna have to see me now, because I'm gonna come at you the same way, just like you coming at me. I'm definitely gonna see. Can't wait to look you in your face. You understand? Wait to look you in your face. Like I say, but look, you got to be able to take some criticism. You got to be able to stand something. Listen, the fella a good fighter, but come on, he a good fighter. He a good fighter. It's your son, and he decent. But come on, it's things to work on. You see how sloppy he looked in that fight. You see how sloppy he looked in that fight. You understand? You see how sloppy he looked in that fight. And like I say, I told the boxing boy, well, he is the most disrespected champion. And then it's like I say this too. What I was calling on a fella like him to be put in the position, since y'all supposed to be whatever you claim to be, y'all sure enough took that championship when they upgraded you, when they can't upgrade you to be no fucking champion. Either you the champion or you ain't. They upgraded you. Now you did come through. Like I say, you came through. You went over there. You had to. You had to do it. And I know you wanted to do it. Like I say, man, y'all didn't come this far to get, to do nothing. But at the time when you was desperate and you wanted some clout and you wanted some fame, you took that upgrade to championship. You took that upgraded championship. You could have told them fellas to throw you in the ring with somebody else and make you fight for it. But you took that upgraded championship. Now the man tried to get mad at Bud and tried to talk stuff about Shakur, tried to talk stuff about everybody else, boxing boys, because they fought for the vacant title. Well, it was vacant, but they fought for somebody for it. They didn't get upgraded for the title. Talk about that's gonna burn my soul about Steven Nelson. That's gonna burn your soul. Now that should burn your soul about that. That's your champion, right? That's your son, right? You took an upgraded championship. At least them boys fought somebody for it. So the other fella knew that he was fighting for the championship. The other fella had time to get ready to him that he gonna be fighting for the world championship. That's what he knew going into it, that it was up for grabs. This guy, they upgraded upgrade him to championship. Come on. They can't promote you in boxing to no fucking championship. Get the fuck out of here. And the man called me a bum. You a bum. You a bum. You got a bum mentality. You want to be loved. You fucking sucker. You want to be loved. You want to be. I don't give a fuck if they love me, punk. I don't give a fuck if they love me, motherfucker. You fucking divas. Yeah, I know. Yeah. It is. Yeah, you trying to separate us, but you can't. You can't separate us. Can't separate me from Team Crawford. Yeah, you can separate me from Bud because I got my own mind. Bud loved the way he boxed. I don't give a fuck about the way he boxed. You understand? I got my own fucking opinion. That's why I'm Bernie the boxer, you silly motherfucker. Shit. Now, yeah, with your diva asses, you think I don't know? Yeah, I know. I know how punk you motherfuckers is. I know how sissified you motherfuckers is. How bitch made you niggas is. I know. I heard firsthand. You understand? Yeah. I know. Yeah. So it is a team. Just like they made sure they got it back to you what I said. Make sure I got it back how you funny motherfuckers be acting. Yeah. So I know how you is, huh? I know how you is. What he say? The villain say ain't no more 35. Shut your ass up. All right, listen to this. I don't know what he said. Hold on. All right, hold up. All right, now I done ran the record on this.
Hey man, I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of Bernie going off. Hey, listen. That ain't the first time we done heard a situation that involved the parties that be. I mean, more so Bill Haney, not so much Bernie the boxer. Sheldon says, salute my brother, Tony Bernie be lightweight, hating sometimes. I mean, is it hate if he's not supporting, someone's favorite fighter? You know what I'm saying? Is it truly hate, or is it constructive criticism? Or does it turn to hate when a person responds defensively? You know what I'm saying? When they're defending themselves, when somebody call them out their name. Because one thing about Bill, he will call you out your name in a heartbeat. That should not be taken lightly when you call somebody a bum, bitch ass nigga, fuck boy, and all that. Like all them other niggas that be talking shit, and they'll sit up here and say, so and so told me that you was this. Well, I don't hang out with those so and so's. So the person, without you mentioning their name, first of all, I can only assume who you may be talking about. So when I hear these cats talking about so and so be hating or whatever, it's anybody. Anybody can get on the phone or anybody can get on social media and say, oh man, don't fuck with him, he a bitch ass nigga. That's not the truth. It is some hoes out there. You know what I'm saying? It is some hoe ass niggas out there for real. But just because dudes be coming up here trying to, especially my people, they'll try to separate, they'll try to break down, they'll try to say, oh, you don't need to be fucking with songs like your bitch ass nigga. If the bitch ass niggas is listening, believes that shit, and he has no reason to believe it. You know what I'm saying? He has no reason to believe it. He had no type of interaction with that person or nothing. But if somebody come up here and tell them about somebody and they haven't experienced it, then that make you a hoe. That make you just as well as a hoe when it comes down to this boxing talk that goes on out here. Because it's always going to be a debate about something, bro. But the one thing about the debate, it's all opinion based. It's narrative driven. And some of these dudes love square tires. You know what I'm saying? They know it's rough terrain when they driving down this motherfucker. They continue to do the same thing. And I think Bernie, being on the boxing voice, he went in. Ness was going in, back at him. And y'all need to check that out. It was pretty damn good. It was intense. And it was a verbal sparring going back and forth, man. It was good shit. But does Bernie have the right to defend himself? Bill in a sense was defending whatever he felt that Bernie was disrespecting. Hey, Bernie say what he said about Haney. I don't have no sauce in that. That's between them. All I'm saying is yesterday he was hot and defending himself with being called a bum. And then also, Bill said something about so cold. See, if somebody tell me, okay, so-and-so, Bernie, this, that, and say, oh, them motherfuckers, this, and this. I haven't experienced it. Because I can't just take a boxing conversation or what I hear on here and say, okay, I'm going to join in. I'm going to join in and agree with so-and-so pointing the finger. No, you got to look at it. You got to define what's biased and what's not. You really got to listen to why they defending themselves, what was said initially, and then take it from there, man. Just don't jump on the bandwagon and say, yeah, you're right. It's too much of that on this. It's too much, man. You know, niggas be goddamn jumping in and feet first and shit, man. They be jumping in feet first the situations without even knowing everything. There's the no. You feel me? But Bernie went in and he basically gave an impromptu breakdown of what he feel about Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure this is not gonna be over. But I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not the first type of clash that I've seen or listened to on YouTube. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. So, you know, since Bernie was going off, I have to address this also, right? I don't know who Blue was talking about, right? Blue was on live the other day. He said somebody was taking pictures in the rafters. But I don't know if he was talking about me or, you know, Shaw News. I don't know, because we was the only one that was posting pics on IG or whatever. So I really don't know who you was addressing, because, you know, when I have no problem saying a name, Cheyenne. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem saying your name, bro. I know y'all are quite sketchy. Y'all believe that a little channel like me is going to get some freaking some unneeded interest. You know what I'm saying? That just goes to show you. Look, when these channels, when I address these channels right, they just channels, bro. They just channels. I don't go around here freaking holding no vendetta against nobody. But it's obvious that certain people felt like for years it'd be cool to continuously address people and feel a certain way, like you was superior, and, you know, run around this motherfucker with an ego and say anything and everything to your listeners, and they just sit up there as dumb as they can be and listen to everything. But back to the Rafters conversation. I just want to, you know, speak on the Rafters situation. So let's assume you were speaking about me, because I was one of the ones to say your meet with Crawford was bogus. The reason why I say that, because I haven't seen any evidence. You know, we live in a visual type era where a lot of people post on these different platforms like TikTok, IG, and all that, right? So we didn't see anything. I didn't see anything, right? I was up there the entire week. I didn't see anything. Now let me explain to you the Rafter situation where you say you can trip a referee or whatever the case may be. Okay, first of all, that's not the case. That's not the case. You wasn't close enough to trip a referee. Even the ones that's on the floor seats, they can't trip a referee. Let's just get that straight right there. So you wasn't that close, first of all. You wasn't that close. Second of all, if you really pay attention, I was there to cover a fight. I had credentials to cover a fight, so I didn't pay to get in the fight. Once again, I didn't pay to get in the fight. I was there way ahead of most of the people. I was looking at the undercards all the way up. I was there for the cover, media-wise. I was there to cover the fight from the undercard all the way up to the main event. Now, if you call yourself media, you wouldn't sit up here and try to say you don't have time to be up in the rafters doing anything. Because pretty much, if you take time to ask for a picture from a boxer more than once, right? You had time to do that. You had time to ask for a picture. You had time. That's with any fighter. You had time for that. So if we was in the rafters taking pictures, that means we had time to do what we was there and approved to do, is cover the fight and put those pictures out for the boxers. It's called boxing media. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to blend this all together there, Blue. When it comes down to you trying to say you don't have time for all of that, let me remind you, you the one had a book bag full of camera equipment that looked like it's never been used. You said you don't have to carry that around because why? You want to work smarter, not harder. I get it, bro. I get it. You want to work smarter, not harder. But this particular fight in Newark, which was your backyard, you showed up to watch the fight. So therefore, I'm not a pocket watcher, but you paid to get into the fight. I didn't. So I got pretty much the same view you did from where I was, from where you were sitting. Real talk. Because my lens can take me all the way to the ring. So I was there snapping, and I actually, it was to me, it was better seats. You know what I'm saying? Because I was right where the food was, the drinks was, and everything else. I got a chance to work. But when you sit up here and try to tell people that somebody was up in the rafters, not quite. Wasn't up in the rafters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I didn't purchase a ticket to get in that motherfucker. I was on credentials. You know what I'm saying? If you was referring to Shaw News, where he pretty much, said what he had to say last night. But I can tell you this, we was both up there covering the fight. That's one thing you have to respect there, Blue, whether you want to like it or not. I'm not telling you how to manage your ego, but I won't accept it. I don't have to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Now that I totally understand and I got a clear path as the how you feel about other media that's working. I believe you was the same one that said Shaw News was an upstart. You know what I'm saying? Your ego precedes you. You know what I'm saying? You have this huge gigantuan ego about yourself. And it's enough out here for all of us to eat. Then it comes down to how technical is it going to be when you have to then check somebody on putting out fake news. Hey, bro, it is not personal. But when you come out and speak subliminally or speak about somebody, whether you was talking about me or whoever the case, we wasn't in the rafters, bro. We wasn't in the rafters. We wasn't sitting on the floor with extensions. You know what I'm saying? When I saw that picture, I remind me of freaking LL Cool J, Around the Way Girl. Around the way girl. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was there working, bro. We was there. Look, y'all brothers can run around here trying to break up certain things, trying to separate people. Y'all trying to talk bad about people, and you think it don't get bad. Them same people be willing and able to tell and bring back information, bro. I think the whole process, I'll be honest with you, since we on topic there, Blue, I think the whole process of you coming up there, just so happened to bump into a 7-Eleven encounter with Terrence Crawford. I think you was feeling some type of way about, trying to get reacquainted with Team Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Crawford might indeed been somewhere in the area, but it must have been tense. It must have been contentious. It must have been animosity. Why? Because you didn't get one picture. You haven't presented one picture yet. You have no evidence of speaking with Terrence Crawford. You have no evidence, bro. You know what I'm saying? So being that you was once a fan and still is, I think you seen the pictures we was taking up there and everything. You say, oh shit, I got to go up here, because you ain't really fucking with Shakur Stevenson like that. Nah, you're not. You're not. The last word I got, bro, was that, you was trying to slide in with Team Tucker. And then you was going ham and absolutely irate that they didn't have you on the list, bro. So now it makes all sense that you had to come in a fight in Newark, a top-ranked promotions, and you had to pay for your ticket to be on the floor. Now, if you wanna brag about pain, when you call yourself media, you paying. You are paying. You are paying. Where we are getting wrist-in. We have wrist credentials. If you want to brag about paying to sit on the floor, to prove to your fans that you got money to pay for a floor ticket, hey, low-key, you ain't fucking with Shakur Stevenson like that. Come on, bro. What about Keyshawn Davis, the co-main event? Did you fuck with him? Are you fucking with Keyshawn? Let's even go down. Let me ask you a very, very difficult question, bro. Are you truly, truly fucking with Jahad Tucker? Because Jahad Tucker is 9-0 right now. You know what I'm saying? He's been putting on the show since his debut. Have you got one interview with him? Or you don't care for the fighter because you feel that it's somehow connected to Showtime? I mean, you can't do the fighter like that. He's a 19-year-old fighter who's been doing well. Have you tried to get an interview? But listen, this is what I'm trying to say to you, bro. When you paying to get into a fight, obviously, you know, you was denied credentials for this fight. You didn't want to cover it. It wasn't good enough for you. But you wanted to show up because you saw us on deck. Don't give us that much power, bro. Don't give us that much power. Real talk. Don't give us that much power, man. Real talk, bro. Don't give the little channels that much power for you to show up with your girl to a fight card and purchase tickets for the floor. That does nothing for us at all. That don't make us bring a smile to our face. Bro, we dare to cover a fight. You know what I'm saying? We dare to cover the fight card. You're there just coming from the beautician and showing up with whatever gear you had on to look at the fight. You could have looked at the fight from a hotel room like you used to. God damn it, you was just up in Vegas in a hotel room. And then before that, you was back there in the motherfucking locker room trying to film all the shit for $100. Up here telling people, oh, Ty Edmonds should take $100. That's all he had to do. That just goes to show you how uneducated you are about this game. Because if Ty Edmonds would have took that $100, it would have pretty much voided out all the contractual binding agreement he had with the promoter, the co-promoter. And if he would have took the $100, now he's in a agreement with Devin Haney without paperwork. But you was steadily up there filming it as if you was giving them good media exposure. That's not the case, brother. You didn't know what the fuck you was doing. You was sitting up there talking about Devin's gonna pay $100 for the brother. The brother should have the brother didn't want the bread. It's not all about the bread. It's the safety of the fighter too. And if you would have known that his parents was back there with him, and they say, okay, where's the contract? Give us a contract, because a contract binds them for the health and well-being of their son and their fighter. So if he would have took that measly $100 just because the promoter did not have the money on deck and fighters can't fight for free, and he go in there and get hurt, his family would have sit up there and had to carry on the expenses. They would have had to be liable for the expenses, bro. So the next time you believe that you're going up there to cover a big name, shout out to Mickey Bay. No problem with Mickey, cool cat. Tevin Farmer, shout out to them. But you're reckless, bro. You're reckless. You don't really give a damn about these fighters, man. You want to join forces with fighters, but you quickly to denounce fighters that, you know, as if they don't exist in the sport. Like, you don't even give them the same shine. You need to clean that shit up. But back to Newark, we ain't believing that shit. No matter how you get on there and explain it, we ain't believing that, bro. And you said, has Team Crawford sit up here and denied it? Bro, they don't have time to be sitting up here trying to give you clout. Bro, they don't have time to give you clout. They don't have time, bro. But like I tell you before, don't let the little channels move the needle for you. If what you're going to say, the Baker's Dozen or the Dime or whatever the case may be, understand this, bro. My recall memory is great. That's why I always tell you, Blue, you can't fuck with me in a boxing debate. Whether you like that or not, you can't. You can't recall shit and spin it like I can. But what I can do for you is help you remember the shit that you say is absolutely incorrect. All these other motherfuckers may not have the cojones to speak on you when you out here talking about false information, but I will. Because you never should have jumped in my chat talking about one of my sources was a lie. And this month was look, the OG was absolutely correct in saying this fight wasn't lucrative enough. Instead of you just holding tight because he misspoke on Deontay Wilder, the 3-fight deal, it wasn't anything that was pending. You said LIE though. That's your ego talking. That's the disrespect. And since you crossed that line with me, then guess what? I have to give you the same energy in return. And you pretty much know what that was, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to really go back to big blunts and boxing, pulling the pin in that grenade. I misspoke, so what? No, not that. Not that. Like I said, my recall memory's on point, bro. I'm talking about one of your favorite fighters, Deontay Wilder, bro. You sat up here and said Deontay was 42 and he had like 41 knockouts and he had this amount of fights. Yeah, he had 43 fights or something like that, whatever you said. And then you're trying to around and say he had a total of 45 fights with 42 knockouts. I will always encourage you to do like you said when you mentioned that shit on your live. You said they need to grab a mirror. I could have sworn that was something I said first. But you said we need to grab a mirror so we can kind of, really understand what we're doing. No, you need to grab a mirror, bro. You ain't perfect. You came up to the newest fight because of us. You saw us posting pics with Terrence Crawford, so you saying, hey, I got to go in there and get a part of that. So goddamn it, baby, how we going to set this up, baby? How we going to set this shit up, baby? How we going to do this? Because I need to have some type of damn script, written up real quick, some express strip in the mobile headquarters. And how can we plan this? Well, look out the window right there. There's a 7-Eleven. Perfect. You looked out the window. You saw Terrence walking down the street, kicking a can. Perfect. You walked over there and hurry up and ran into the store before he did. Got a slushie, came out. Oh, Crawford, hey, bud. How you feeling? I didn't even know you was here. All alone at the hotel window, they're up there waving to my, hey, you want me to record? Like, no. Don't record. It's going to fuck everything up. He said, no video. You was about to fuck everything up, dog. But shut that shit down. No audio, no video, and no picture. Now, I'll be hard pressed, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll be hard pressed to have a conversation. Like Cherdleys said, you act like you had a Godfather moment. You didn't have no Godfather moment with Bud, dog. Stop it. He wasn't looking you in the eye and be like, wow, he does exist. It is the one and only. I didn't recognize you with the braids from underneath your cap. You looked a little different. I was thinking more so Coolio. And down and out and against the paradise. Anyway. He does exist. Hey, I'm just going to be polite about this, right? I just don't like you putting out, fake news about me. What's going on with that, man? I just want to get some clarity. That wasn't the tone. That wasn't the tone, bro. Y'all didn't have no one-on-one moment. He wasn't looking at you in the most blank stare, so carefree, like he was in awe to be in your presence. It wasn't the case, bro. It wasn't the case, man. Chardonnay say Room Raiders. Nigga Blue argued with someone who said they believe Floyd Mayweather over him. See, look, these cats. You will sit up here and y'all talk around in a circle and say, oh, I don't want to say their name. Why? That's English. If you're speaking directly about somebody, why not say the name? When you was trying to hand out a link, like I was going to pick up a link. Well, like, hoe niggas coming over here, grown ass hoe niggas, goddamn trying to give me a link? Like, what the fuck is that about? Like, nigga, you don't have power like that. And then to see yourself play out, right? To see yourself play out and be saying shit that's absolutely wrong. And then you want to get up here and act like your fans or your your supporters don't deserve a motherfucking apology, dog. You need to give Showtime an apology for always referring to him as whoever. You know who he is. You said that, you know, when he was there just starting out doing media, didn't you refer to him, his brand, Jackal Fitness, as like an upstart or something like that? That's just disrespectful, bro. But then at the same time, you know, in 22, he's going in there to the motherfucking presser, and you're outside blowing bubbles, sucking on a lollipop. You attempted to take advantage of the hard work that's going into to putting a team together. You attempted to infiltrate that team and having no loyalty to the team. You attempt to try to take advantage and infiltrate a team that is out here grinding, who is going into the freaking presser. And they refuse entry. And you was irate. You know what I'm saying? You was irate from that. Maybe you should step your game up. And then, you know, look, you should give Big Blunson Box an apology for him taking the time out to put video clips together, identifying that you're putting out fake news, bro. You create storylines. You need to stop with that shit, dog. Stop putting out storylines, bro. Stop putting out storylines like that. People will have enough skill to come out here and put a video together and highlight you. You know what I'm saying? You misspoke, so what? No, you misspoke. Think about what you're saying before you say it. There's no need for you to get on here and try to validate what Steven Espinosa is saying, bro. November didn't happen. Just a simple fact that you're trying to validate because Espinosa said the date still isn't dead. Who's going to go to that fight this late in the game, bro? Who's going to do that? But anyway, I'm not even here to talk about that. I just want to make it a point that you got some people out here grinding, working hard. You know what I'm saying? Shooting the fight with professional cameras. The same ones that you choose to leave in a bag up in the attic. You say, hey, you want to work smarter, not harder. You know, your back was hurting. I know your back was hurting, dog. But the last time I checked, Blue, like, you got to be in the same position to get those extensions braided in, right? That's heavy on your back too, bro. I just have one thing, like, why don't you have a giveaway with your camera equipment to somebody that's a member that's joined the channel? Just have a giveaway, man. Somehow, just give away to someone who can answer some trivia questions for you, because that camera equipment needs to be in use. That shit need to be in use, not just sitting in the bag in the house. You know what I'm saying? When you pulled it out and you was trying to prove a point to me, bro, it wasn't a good look, because my shit is in use. Yours is in a camera bag. Not only that, you got a Canon bag. Canon is not proud of their, you know, backpack and equipment being harvested in the attic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, let that camera out the house, man. Take a picture, guy. Just think about this. If you would have had your camera out there when Crawford pulled up on you, allegedly, you could have very well taken a picture when he was walking back down the street. You could have posted that shit up a thumbnail. It's like, see, they think I don't be out here in these streets taking pictures, covering the sport. And then I would have said, okay, he put up a picture. He put up one picture. Cool. Even though it look a little Photoshop, though. You know what I'm saying? Did he really put that shit up there? I need the raw image. Give me the raw image so I can verify this shit. I'm just saying, bro. But when it all comes down to it, just check this out, bro. Just pay attention to cleaning up your act. You know what I'm saying? We feel privileged that you came up there to the fight and paid for that ticket, because we was on deck in Newark. You know what I'm saying? We was on deck. And real talk, if you go back to your catalog there, Blue, you really don't fuck with Shakur Stevenson like that. No. You don't fuck with Shakur Stevenson like that. Because we don't want to see you jump sides again. Like, if this rivalry ever takes a little bit more energy to it, you know what I'm saying, provides a little bit more traction, Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to understand. You're going to have to choose which one are you choosing, because you really don't fuck with Shakur like that. So you're going to have to stick to Devin Haney. But then again, you're opportunist, so you'll probably be trying to, since you're local, you know, like you know how you try to moonlight sometime a cameo over there with Jerron Ennis where he work out, and YSM is already, you know, in the fighting hole in there. You're gonna have to try your best to try to come in good with freaking Shakur Stevenson to try to get an interview. But I'm gonna tell you, hey, it's not gonna be easy you think, man. You can't be switching sides like that, bro. I've heard you lately, you know, try to advocate for Crawford a whole lot. They ain't dumb, bro. Team Crawford ain't stupid like that. They know when somebody have ulterior motives. And I've always sent out memberships. I always put this out there, right? And I'm going to close this out. I'll say, hey, we always have membership for new members to come over to Team Crawford. You know, I always playfully put that out there. But for you, bro, no. We don't have no memberships, Blue. We don't need you because, you know, when things get a certain way, you're going to be sitting up here trying to play both sides of the fence. No, we need one side and one side only, bro. You banned. Real talk, you banned. You know what I'm saying? Your A and B sample are dirty, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Your A and B sample are dirty. You're banned, man. We don't need your participation over here and being Team Crawford, bro. We don't need you sitting up here trying to say good things about him all because you supposedly seen a sighting that someone that may have resembled Terrence Crawford. They may have resembled because he was on deck. The pictures are out there. He was on deck. The pictures are out there. Seriously, the pictures are out there. That's not a lie. But the question mark is, did or was there an encounter while you was fully conscious? Like, I'm guessing that you might have had this encounter while you was taking a nap. I know you old cats, y'all got to take a nap during the day when the sun is out, and you know you had to make sure you get to the arena on time. So were you asleep when you dreamed of this, or did you look out the window and say, you know what? I'm gonna convince myself that's Crawford. We need some audio, video, man. We need some pictures, man. We need something, bro. That's all I'm saying. We need something. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you couldn't get an AB moment. The AB moment, AB. I mean, you couldn't say, hey, Bud, hey, Bud, listen, hey, hold on, just one, come on, Bud, just one, Bud, just one, Bud, just one. I need it. I gotta post it, dog. I'm trying to switch back over. You used to be my favorite, dog. I was on record as saying Errol Sprint's pressure will not bust your pipes, dog. I've been on record for saying that. I say, when it comes to you, Bud, you are a dog. You are a dog. But then somehow, some way, man, your judgment became clouded. You know what I'm saying? And somehow, some way, you took it upon yourself to say, you know, let me join in with the other sheep. And then we seen you in the car claiming that now Errol Spence will beat Bud Crawford. It may not be a knockout, but it would be by decision. Oh, my God. Oh, my mother. Oh, my God, dog. I don't know what to say. Man, I'm just saying, like, it takes a lot of energy to fabricate lies, bro. Real talk, man. It takes a lot of energy when somebody's addressing you, not to address them in the same fashion for which it was presented. I mean, don't feel no type of way, bro. It's not anything personal. Don't feel no type of way. It's just you mentioned the rafters, and I was saying to myself, You know, I kind of felt like a Scooby-Doo monster. What? He talking to me? And I'm saying to myself, he can't be talking about me in the rafters. And he's so close to the ring, he can trip a referee. That's amazing, because the apron is elevated off the floor itself. So therefore, you have to be inside the barrier, which, you know, one point in time, you know, Shaw News, one of his media guy, Ron, was in there. And one point he was inside next to the ring. So you would have been inside that barrier, which you have to go through a layer of security to get even closer to the ring if you're media. So that right there, that you was close enough to trip a referee, that was a lie, dog. That was a lie. You wasn't that close to the ring. You wasn't that close to the ring. Come on, man. You wasn't that close to the ring. Stop lying. And then don't try to boast about a situation as if you had the advantage. We had 2 people covering the fight that you was talking about, and you had 2 people that was there watching the fight. You spent money for those seats. You spent money so much to the fact that, who were you there for? I'm just curious to know, why were you even there? Like, why were you covering the fight, bro? Like, as a bystander, why were you really don't fuck with Shakur Stevens and Keyshawn like that, Jahad Tucker? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just trying to find out, man. I'm just trying to find out, what were you there for, man? Did you have to come up there and show us, like, man, this is gonna be my Crawford moment? Like, what's going on, bro? I just have to ask now. Damn. And let's talk about if someone said they believe Floyd Mayweather over you. Blue, you have to understand that you're not the first responder to media information. You know what I'm saying? You're sitting up there also trying to argue that you said the November date was all the way correct and you wasn't lying. When you have to sit up here and try to defend yourself, that means you should question your method for presenting media to preventing information. You have to question yourself. Are you doing it the right way? If you're sitting up here defending yourself, nobody believed the November date was happening. It don't matter if they had anything scheduled or if Steven Espinosa is up here saying that the fight date still isn't dead. No one believed the fight was happening because we haven't heard anything from the contract. And you yourself, you report on anything knowing damn well yourself, you may potentially understand that the contract is not agreed upon and signed yet. It's not. I mean, come on. You was just up here not too long ago convincing people that you was signing fighters. That's what you said, right? Another lie. You're not signing fighters. Okay, let's be clear. That BOK Prime, aren't you considered a talent agent? That's not signing fighters, bro. If you're going out here looking for talent, then you find the talent and give it to somebody else. What paperwork you doing, bro? Prove to me I'm wrong. What fighters are you signing? Because I haven't heard no other fighter's name except Brian Norman Jr. I haven't heard nobody else's name. You was up here talking about signing fighters and people in the chat talking about, yeah, you're doing it. Them dumbass motherfuckers. You're doing it big. What signing are you doing, bro? What are you signing? Man, you all about the hype. Real talk. I know you was the main one probably telling Deontay, whatever you do, Deontay, don't let World Combat Sports in fight camp. Don't do it. Don't do it, whatever you do. He's a hater. He's this, he's that. That's the first thing the brothers do. They try to tear down somewhere that they think you might be trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, dog, he was asleep. I'm gonna say it was dream. It was a dream. It was all a dream, like Big said. It was all a dream. Bruce Gas Boxing, what's good? Serious question, why that nigga always shaking? I don't know, bro. Shout out to Get the Smoke. What's good? I feel like if Bud come out and say 7-Eleven story isn't true, Blue is ruined for life. He's not really ruined for life for the ones who understand that, you know, he tends to put out information that is invalid. Now, some information, if he say it over and over again, people, you know, his chat will believe anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a full-blown carnival over there. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them. Not all of them, okay? I can't encompass everyone, but dude put out some false information, and then people check him, and he banned him for life like he did Bruce Gas. You know, he banned some good people. Why are they banned? If they got opinion, like you got an opinion, why are you banning these people? You know what? It's not up to me to ask why you're doing something on your channel, because you're gonna say, "Oh, he's busy worried about my channel." I'm not. I'm just telling you straight up how I feel about, you know, how you flow. You know what I'm saying? It's all a facade, bro. It's all a facade. He said, "You gonna believe Floyd over me?" When Floyd did that interview on Fight Hype, when Fight Hype came out and said the fight was done, Fight Hype just reported what Mike said. Look, was it nearing closing? Was it nearing closing? I never heard that the fight was done. You know what I'm saying? I never heard anything but it was nearing closing. I never heard it is. The fight is. I never heard that is. I never heard that confirmation, the closeout that the fight was done. So I don't really get into the Floyd and Fight Hype deal. I do commend the relationship that Fight Hype has with Floyd Mayweather. Why? Because, I mean, they're linked up to TBE, bro. That's a lot of history behind that they're going to be linked up to and continue to get content and continue. That's the productive side of this YouTube shit. If you're going to do it, make moves. And, you know, Fight Hype, even though they get like 5 and 10 credentials sometime, hey, they out there moving and grooving. They're tied into Floyd Mayweather. Their loyalty is with Floyd Mayweather. Period. If these cats on this YouTube shit don't find any sanity in looking at the way Fight Hype get this information and be able to report on and get the exclusives, and you don't think that's beneficial, then, you know, you obviously, you know, driving on the opposite side of the street. You just wait for the head-on collision just so, you know, you can be laid up and say, you know, I used to be one of the best YouTubers ever. Now I'm ruined. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. He was basically telling dude not to believe Floyd Mayweather over him because Floyd is on Fight Hype saying that shit. And Fight Hype was wrong about the fight being done. Look, if Fight Hype was wrong, it's just like a lot of us that will be on YouTube that's listening to other shit be wrong. Did Floyd ban him? Where did he get his information from? Did Floyd just have a conversation behind the scene and say, "Hey, you know we linked up. Be careful. Ask me about that information." He didn't go out here and blast them and take it all over social media. No, he don't sit up here and say wrong shit and don't apologize. I'm not talking for Fight Hype. All I'm saying, if a channel was wrong, they was wrong. Hey, it happens. But don't sit up here and say, "I misspoke." So what? He tried to paint the picture that Fight Hype be wrong on that information. So don't believe Floyd, since that's what Floyd is doing in the interview. Hey, Blue, you need to worry about yourself, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. You need to worry about yourself. You know, you don't sit up here and been wrong on several occasions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why come out the bat, man? Why come out the bat? And you got a glove on your hand, and you talking about, oh, okay, go ahead and pitch it. I'm a swing with my hand. You think this is handball? This is not handball, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Don't compare other people putting out false information to the amount of information that you put out that's false. You have to have a certain quantity and recyclement of freaking information on a daily basis. So you willing and able just to put out information and lead people on. You know what I'm saying? You willing to take that gamble because you have to continue to basically, and now look, that's up to you. You continue to have to fulfill that quota. That's up to you, bro. But always remember, it's listening ears out here. And like I tell anybody, whether it's you, BFTV, any one of them people, I listen. I always pay attention to the naysayers. Always. I always pay attention. Why am I going to restrict myself out here listening to other channels? I will be listening. Real talk. I won't be in the chat, but I'll be listening because we all know you can listen to a freaking video without being in the chat. All right? Just so we can be clear. You know what I'm saying? Just so we can be clear. I can listen without being in the chat. I don't think too many of y'all understand how that works. But man, I'm going to jump back on here a little bit later, man. Appreciate y'all for chopping it up. I don't want to spend too much time on this dude. But I just had to address the rafter comment. Because he acted like that was a bad thing. We was up there taking pictures because, you know, that's something he doesn't choose to do. I get it. You don't choose to do it. But you weren't there to cover the pictures. I mean, to cover the media, to cover the event either. So basically, you mentioned somebody's there covering media and you consider yourself to be media. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted to make the whole weekend about you and you failed. You wanted to make it about some chance encounter with Terrence Crawford, and you wasn't covering the fight. You wasn't at the weigh-in. You wasn't at none of that shit. You wasn't at none of that shit, bro. But you wanted to come up here and create a story for people to sit up here and be oohing and ah about. A pick, please. Until next time, man. Y'all turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports, man. Salute. Appreciate everyone who pulled up. We'll do it again. I'm out.